Huddersfield property market, West Yorkshire's emerging hub. You know that feeling when a town just clicks, like it's quietly gearing up for something big while everyone's still fixated on Leeds or Manchester? That's Huddersfield right now. Honestly, if you'd asked me 5 years ago whether I'd be talking about Huddersfield as a property hotspot, I'd have probably raised an eyebrow. But here we are. Let's talk real. Huddersfield is not your typical Yorkshire town anymore. Sure, it's got that old-school charm, Victorian mills, those cobbled side streets where you always lose your signal. But it's changing, and fast. In my latest viewing with a young couple relocating from Birmingham, they work remote. Thank you, post-COVID working flexibility. They said something that stuck. We didn't even consider Huddersfield until we saw how much house we could get for under 250K. Exactly. You've got leafy areas like Edgerton, where those grand period houses are still flying under the national radar. Or Lindley. Oh, Lindley. It's basically Instagram with a Yorkshire accent. Cafes, craft beer, those slightly overpriced but very photogenic pastries. Let's break this down a bit, because I know agents love a list. Value for money. In a market where first-time buyers are often priced out, Huddersfield's average price, hovering around 200K last I checked, feels like a life hack, especially when compared to Leeds or Sheffield. Connectivity. Right, this is where things get sneaky good. You're 30 minutes by train to Leeds, 45 to Manchester. On the M62 corridor, it's a commuter's dream if you're into that sort of thing. Plus, a direct train to London in under 3 hours? Yes, please. Rental demand. Honestly, this one caught me off guard. In areas like Mould Green and Newsom, I've got queues, literal queues of tenants. Students from the University of Huddersfield, yes, but also young professionals moving out of Leeds for cheaper rents and a quieter pace. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all rainbows and instant equity. There's still pockets that need TLC. I once had a viewing in Thornton Lodge where a buyer literally turned back to the car before we got to the gate. Not for me, she said. Fair enough. But you know what? That same street now has new build apartments going up. Gentrification? Maybe. Opportunity? Definitely. Here's a little twist I didn't see coming. Retirees. I've had 3 sales in the last 6 months to people in their 60s tashing out of the southeast. One told me, we sold a 2-bed flat in Croydon and bought a detached in Fixby with a garden bigger than our old flat. No joke. Also, and this might sound odd, Huddersfield has character. It's not polished. There's grit. It's not trying to be a copy of anywhere else. And buyers? They're feeling that. They want community, identity, something real. The demand for family homes is climbing. Semi-detached in places like Marsh or Birkby are flying off the market. I had one go SSTC within 48 hours of listing, and we hadn't even had the floor plans uploaded yet. Don't tell my photographer. So what does this all mean for us agents? Opportunity, sure, but also a bit of a mindset shift. Huddersfield isn't the underdog anymore. It's entering the chat, and not quietly. If you've been sitting on a couple of older instructions here and thinking, well, slow market, think again. Spruce up that listing. Rewrite the description. Talk about the real benefits: space, schools, soul. Anyway, that's me for now. Off to evaluation in Almondbury, where I'm 90% sure the owner still thinks Huddersfield's prices are stuck in 2008.